You're just a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
Let the fairy godfathers help you. Due to the overwhelming success of the Cinderella movie, our family, Johnny, Paulie, and Vinny, and Angela, will be offering services cheaply for a limited time only. We have reduced the VIG to make your troubles go away. Does somebody owe you money and they don't want to pay? Do you owe someone money and you don't want to pay them? Or do you need to just get rid of a thorn in your side? Then call the Fairy Godfathers at 1-899 Fairy for me. And just like with Cindy at the stroke of midnight, we go away and there's no glass slipper evidentiary stuff left behind. It's all done bippity boppity bing. So call now. Hello and welcome to Big Fat Panda show number 21. I have to be honest with you, when I start the beginning of the month, I'm like, how am I going to make a show? I just don't feel like there's enough material. And by the end of the month, I am bombarded and excited with stuff to tell you, so I have to jump right into it. First, please let me thank my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. Their YouTube channel, youtube.com/dvcrequest. I'll go over that more later. I just did a whole contemporary video for them. We do have an overwater bungalow Polynesian video coming soon. I'm very thankful I get to spend one night in a Polynesian overwater bungalow. I'm really excited about that. More on that soon. Our guests today are the Tim Tracker and the Jenn Tracker. Tim and Jenn are a really awesome married couple. They're not completely Disney, they're not completely Universal, kind of like me, but they're not even completely theme park. They do have a lot of theme park elements because they're here in Central Florida, but they like document their life. Really fun couple. You could literally watch them eating pizza and be interested. I don't know why. And this happened. Those are the United States Blue Angels, a naval aerial stunt team. I think they were taking publicity photos in the Magic Kingdom, and I knew they were coming. It takes a long time to get around the monorail and everything, so I was walking into the Magic Kingdom. The camera wasn't even open, and they did their first from south to north flyby over the castle, and I thought I had missed it. And then I heard them coming back again, and I'm glad I took the camera out because that was the beautiful shot was the Delta break over the Cinderella's castle. And the really big news that just happened yesterday was the soft opening of Trader Sam's Grog Grotto at the Polynesian. The Polynesian Village Resort is undergoing so many changes with the lobby, the overwater bungalow, the name change from the Polynesian to the Polynesian Village Resort to be nostalgic from its 1971 opening. And it's Trader Sam's Grog Grotto it's my place. I'm not a drinker. But when it comes to these, funny foo-foo drinks and these great souvenir mugs that you could buy and take home with you, I want to collect them, and I love the whole ambiance of the place. What you just saw there was a drink called the Aoa, and whenever anybody orders it, Aoa, the Tiki Goddess of Disaster, formerly from the Tiki Room under new management, she comes alive and tells you what she did, where, if you mess with Polynesia, the Tiki gods will squeeze you. So it's very nostalgic. There's a lot of nostalgic things that happen in there with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Almost every drink, I think every drink, has an effect that goes along with it. When somebody orders it, something happens in the room. It's not a big space. It's kind of intimate. I want to say small, but intimate sounds better. And I see the reason for it, because when something happens, you want like everyone to be involved. If it was big like a cafeteria, you wouldn't get that kind of, we're all together. So it fits, it's nice, it's a great hangout. It's not cheap. You're going to go for bucks if you want to take home those souvenir mugs, which are amazing. Here's my friend Max with the Nautilus souvenir mug.
Max has ordered the Nautilus. How is it, Max?
It's actually pretty darn good. Cheers! You don't want to clink this though, you know?
Don't clink it.
Cheers! And then you dump your beer drink everywhere. It's not good at all.
The Polynesian lobby also got its Tiki Statue. He's a cute little chubby smiley mascot. Now, when I videoed him, he wasn't holding anything. Now, as you can see over my shoulder, he is complete holding these beautiful, colorful leis. The Be Our Guest restaurant in the Magic Kingdom is now serving breakfast. This is brand new. They've only had lunch and dinner. The breakfast is a price fix menu, they call it. It's $19.99, which means anything you order is $19.99. When I first heard this, I was like, wow, $19.99 for breakfast? And then I went and I did it.
So we ate pretty good. What's your final verdict here?
Food was delicious. Most of puff pastry, really good. Poached eggs, perfect.
Really?
Yes. Is it worth $19.95? Marginal, but I guess you're paying for the experience. So, all in all, I liked it.
Danny said, $19.99 I was upset at. But if you include the experience, and I'm not just saying this because I'll tell you when something's bad. The experience was, it was a really good breakfast. It was a little different than I'm going to get anywhere else, the puff pastry. But the experience of being in the Magic Kingdom early, listening to, Beauty and the Beast music in Beast Castle, yeah, it's worth it. I like it. I would do it again.
My friend Lon pointed out to me that you could go to Denny's and buy a $9.99 breakfast, get a drink, it's now $13, you leave a tip, it's now $16. For $5 more, you don't have to tip because you're not being served. You can eat in the Beast Castle and have breakfast. And let me tell you, the breakfast was really good and it was different. It was something that you wouldn't get, that puff pastry with, scrambled eggs and Florentine spinach. It was just awesome. And speaking of eggs, the Grand Floridian has its annual Easter egg display. What I liked about it this year is it was more spread out. It wasn't just in the front when you walked in. They kind of had the eggs more all over, which if I remember from years back, that's not how they did it. But in any event, it's beautiful. Take a look at some of these eggs. These are all made with chocolate and fondant. Or I should say, fondant. It's very hard. Fondant. Going over to the Animal Kingdom, it's still one of my favorite parks. I mean, it's just so lush, and the trees and the flowers, and now that spring and summer is here in Florida, it's just beautiful. There's yellows and reds, and it's gorgeous. It's kind of like Flower and Garden, the Animal Kingdom. But I think a lot of people miss the Flights of Wonder, the bird show. I think they just pass it and say, I don't see a bird show. It's really done well. It's all about nature and beauty. They try not to show it up with gimmicky stuff. It's really cool. Take a peek at the Flights of Wonder. A full video of this will be on bigfatpanda.com in a couple of days.
Wingspan. And if you're in his flight path, watch out for that landing gear. Beautiful. Going all the way out here and in the back. Harris hogs are found in the southwestern United States. Places like Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, great places to find these birds. And Harris hogs are unique because they're one of the few birds of prey that live and hunt in family groups.
And there's nothing to film, but I can see the Pandora World of Avatar coming, or is it Avatar World of Pandora coming? It's really getting me excited. I see cranes and I see stuff over the wall, and I can't make out what's going on, but it's major. They're also sprucing up the Tree of Life. There's new roots and animal carvings in the front and some picture-taking opportunities, but it's really beautiful the way they did it. Take a peek. So earlier last month, I went to Disney's Fairytale Weddings and Honeymoon Expo. It was something I went just to get the information and, film it for you guys and just show all the stuff that there was. It was really fun and interesting, and it made me really want to get married in Disney. So if you have some money and you want to really do it up, the first person that emails me says, "Panda, let's get married," I'm there, because it was great.
Hello, everyone. This is Ivana Dream. Oh, home for the laughter. I just want to give a shout out to the Panda Show. Hello, Panda Show. Woo!
I'm not very familiar with David Tutera, but a lot of people are. I think he's like a reality show wedding coordinator, designer person. He was there and he spoke to the crowd. Here's a quick highlight of something. Actually, let me set this up for you real quick. Somebody in the audience, they were asking wedding questions, and someone said, we're having a wedding, and we have a whole party going on, but we were already married like years ago, and we want a way to tell the guests that when they're at our wedding. And it went over like a ton of bricks. Like, he's like, people are going to be insulted because they wanted to show a slideshow of their wedding from years ago. Like, haha, take a peek at this.
2012? 2000. 2000, sorry, 2000. And no one knows you're married still?
Oh my God.
So you want to show the lie that you bid in?
Yes.
We were thinking of like a slideshow, maybe.
But we don't want to do something that would be upsetting to the friends.
I'm fascinated. So you want to do something that shows that you've been married for 2 years, and that, okay. Okay, so what's the question? What would I suggest that you do to show that you already got married?
Yeah, or to let people know that would so much be upsetting, or I don't know. Just we want to let them know, like, hey, guess what? But maybe a slideshow presentation.
I think I'm stumped right now.
Now, the Voyage of the Little Mermaid ride had just recently reopened after it was down for a couple of months. They made some changes to it, like they made over in Disneyland, where they put more black light into it, glow-in-the-dark paints. I think people complained that you could see too much of the metal, especially in the under the sea room. And it does look better now. It just pops. Everything, the colors pop. Take a peek of the under the sea room from the new Little Mermaid ride. Now, the new Disney Pixar movie, Inside Out, they wanted to be represented at Epcot, so they did the Epcot Emotion Gardens, where they showed like sad plants and disgusting plants, and I just did this little video that really isn't much, but I do want to share it with you because it came across pretty funny. I think it's just the quick editing. Take a quick peek at how me and my friends Robert and Ed Bearden did the Emotion Garden at Epcot.
Cheer up, Charlie, give me a smile.
Yes, I'm fully aware that I am insane. In addition to my YouTube channel, I make videos for David's Vacation Club Rentals YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/dvcrequest. Please go over there and subscribe. You're going to get a lot of videos from me. A lot of them are going to be room and resort tours, which, even if you aren't staying, is just great to watch. Chances are, though, after you watch some of those videos, you will have to go on a Disney vacation. That's our plan. This month, my big video for them was a comprehensive tour of the Contemporary Resort and the Bay Lake Tower. And I was lucky enough to get into the Top of the World Lounge at the Bay Lake Tower with nobody there, completely empty. Take a peek. Now the prize for this month. It is a Tinkerbell magic band. Yeah, it's kind of for the ladies, but guys, you can also enter and give it to that special lady. It is unlinked. I already have it in my possession unlinked, so the person that it goes to can link it up. That is a Tinkerbell magic band. To be entered for this, simply leave any comment here on this video, asking a question, just giving a comment, whatever you want. Give the video a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed to BigFatPanda.com, and you're in. And as promised, I am here with the Tim Tracker and the Jenn Tracker. Which, that's not your last name, right?
Right.
Okay. I don't need your last name, but how to track... Okay, for those of you that may not know the Tim Tracker and the Jenn Tracker, they're not completely theme park based, although it's a big part of their life because they live in Central Florida and he does crazy stuff and so does she. But... how did they have a big YouTube channel? They actually have two channels, which we'll get to in a little bit. I think you have a theme park channel and then a more of a personal channel.
Yeah.
Where did Tracker come from? Is that because we're tracking you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was just the Tim Tracker. Yeah, you're the only person that ever said, is that what it is?
That's what I figured. I figured, find out what Tim and Jenn are doing and track them down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, don't track us down.
Well, not like, creeper style. I'm sure people do that, though.
Well, we always see people in the parks, and we're super happy to see everybody in the parks all the time and say hi to them and everything like that. But we've never had anybody try to follow us.
We did have somebody say, I looked up Tracker in the phone book and I couldn't find you guys.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know, because
There are times where if you do want to go to a park and you don't want to post where you're at, because let's say you do want to have a romantic dinner or something, you can't always do it if somebody wants to hang out with you. What I find great about you two guys, and I was telling Tim earlier, was you can be like, we're having Pizza Hut and we're staying in to watch a movie, and it's interesting. And I've actually looked at the video. I think one of them was like 14 minutes. I was like, all right, I don't know if I'm gonna can last 14 minutes with this. And then it ended, and I lasted the whole 14 minutes, which I don't think you normally would do for
somebody eating pizza.
Right. Now, do you ever think, why am I good at this? Or is it just, it's a natural thing, you just do it?
Do you know what I thought? I know this wasn't directed at me, but this was when Tim wanted to start vlogging. I came home from work, and I worked like retail and restaurant jobs, and I came home from work and he said, I'm going to film our lives every day and I'm going to put it on the internet. And I said, why would nobody will watch this? And I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's just going to be, kind of silly for no reason. And 6 years later, it's like, I'm kind of really happy that he decided to have this strange idea. And I don't know why people watch.
Well, you have a pretty big following for somebody who didn't think they were going to get a...
I'm really happy that everybody, that people do watch it, but it's really mind-boggling. I don't...
I find in this whole community of ours, when people set out to do something, it doesn't usually work. It's when you do something because you think it's fun or you're passionate about it, then it actually works, and you're like, oh wow, you didn't expect it to be as big as it was.
Oh yeah, we definitely didn't expect it to be this big. And that's one of our my biggest stresses during the day is coming home and just being like, all right, we're watching a movie and eating pizza tonight.
We want to try to make it interesting.
And how do we make this fun?
I think it's your excitement, both of you. You get excited about things. I mean, I get excited about a new toothbrush, so. And I see that in you guys. You're excited over silly things, and you appreciate life, I think. I don't think anybody could ever say you guys didn't appreciate life, because that's what I get from watching your videos, is you're having a good time.
Yeah, we try.
I mean, I do get excited about toothbrushes, too. We just got new toothbrushes.
I actually wrote him a note about it. That's so funny that you said that. Yeah, I'm like, we should get new toothbrushes all the time.
Yeah.
I just wrote him this note.
When you enjoy the little things in life, it just brings everything around. You appreciate things.
Yeah.
I think it was Megan Stump. I don't know if you knew her. You took a picture with her.
Yeah.
She asked me to ask you how you got started with vlogging, which you pretty much just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really it. It was just, he watched some other YouTubers. They weren't theme park vloggers, though. That was the thing. They were just everyday vloggers, like daily vloggers. And it was just a couple in Sarasota, and then Philip DeFranco, who does like a news type show,
thing, yeah.
But he also does daily vlogs and things like that. So it was just kind of watching
now,
other
give me the
people.
2 channel names, because one channel you pretty much is your personal stuff.
The Tim Tracker.
Yeah, the Tim Tracker is like the personal, but also the theme park kind of channel.
Yeah.
We do a little bit of both, and then the other one is my theme park POV.
Okay, they're going to be above our heads. So
Oh, okay.
My theme park POV, which I like point of view. So is that usually what you do when you do a ride and stuff? You do just point of view ride?
Well, it depends on if I...
Or is it your point of view?
It's my point of view. And so it's... I have these glasses that are, like, have a little camera in them. And so it's kind of a different perspective than just a GoPro somewhere, or like a GoPro on a chest or something like that. Because you're seeing what I'm looking at. And if I see something off to the side, I look that way and look this way.
I like that.
And it's all rides, except for... I did do Celestina Warbuck, where she called me up on stage and I was wearing the glasses.
So do we have the audience view with that also, of what you
Yeah.
It's like a side-by-side,
Yeah, it's like picture in picture. And then, what was the other? Oh, I did like some parades and stuff like that I've done.
Right.
Where it wasn't exactly my point of view, but it was still a point of view. Like the last one we put up was the Mardi Gras parade. And that was with the GoPro like down outside of the...
a different perspective. It was on the ground,
Yeah.
looking up. So
Did you get hit by beads a lot? Like, because I was...
Yes.
Were you scared your glasses were going to break?
Oh, no, I wasn't wearing the glasses
Oh,
for this
okay.
one. But yeah, no, it was...
Well, he was trying to film, so he's looking at it through the camera, and then also trying to catch beads, and it's a different... You know, it's skewed, so you're kind of just like getting smacked in the face with beads.
There's some people out there that have like a vendetta.
Yeah.
Well, it's dark too, so you can't see the beads coming.
Yeah.
And the coins are the worst part, because they're like...
Oh, I didn't get coins. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
It's like hail at Universal. So do you have a preference between Universal and Disney?
Everybody asks us this all the time, and it's such a hard question to answer because I like them both for very different reasons. Me personally, I can't speak for Tim.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, Universal's just fun because of all the thrill rides, and there's lots of more like adult activities, I guess. And City Walk really kind of brings it all together for me too. And then Disney's just Disney. I mean, how can you not love Disney?
It's funny because I feel like Universal, and this isn't a knock on Universal, but it feels like you can be a little disrespectful there. And it goes on. Where Disney, you can't. You have that specialness that it's, like you said, it's Disney. You know?
Yeah.
Big fan of Avatar, the movie. I loved it. I know a lot of people haven't liked it. Are you fans of it? Give me your feelings.
Well, we're not like big Avatar fans. We saw it. And
I will say this, we saw it in the theater, and I think that made me like it more.
Okay, I agree
because
with
I think that was definitely like a movie you need to see on the big
In
screen.
3D?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. It made it just like a million, and I think it was one of the first 3D movies I ever saw.
Very
And
excited
you
for the...
You guys both did Dapper?
We're doing it this year,
This
so on the
weekend,
14th.
Somebody told me they just saw pictures of you recently. Was it
Yeah,
like a flashback?
we did. No, we
Oh
did.
no, it was in the vlog. Because we vlog every day, we're kind of like showing our progress of like, I got my dress.
Wait, so this year it didn't happen yet. That was
In
Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah.
Okay, good. I thought I missed it.
So this weekend,
we got time.
this Saturday.
Okay, cool. So you're going to be all done up?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
do you do it like a steampunk, or you do just regular?
Just regular.
No, just regular, yeah.
Okay, because I see the picture that he has on Facebook of you is very steampunk.
Oh yeah.
And I
the
can see
top,
because
yeah.
of your mustache the whole steampunk. Which, I was going to say, I know that this mustache is your calling card. Like if I saw just this, I'd be like, oh, Tim Tracker.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw your preview on YouTube, which you have to make a new one now, that you didn't have it.
Right.
Give me the story. How did the mustache come to be?
So this mustache is only 2 years old.
Okay, I just thought it was there for, it just seems like forever.
And it started out, I've had beards for the most part. Like I don't like shaving. And so I would grow out my beard, and then one day we went to England and I was like, that's it, I'm done shaving. And then
Just one day. We
Just
just one day went to England.
one
No,
day,
we were planning a vacation.
We were planning on going to England, but
Yeah.
when we went, I just stopped. I didn't bring a razor with me, and then when we came back, I was like, I'm done shaving. So it went for a year, full out year, and it was about down to here. And then it was just starting to get annoying. And
here's what happened.
That still doesn't explain. I could shave the beard. How did that happen?
Well, it gets long when you stop shaving.
One of our friends, Jonathan Root and Bill Berry, they're Root Berry on YouTube. They do like a sword swallowing and juggling and what would you call that? What kind of a show is that?
Comedy show.
Like a variety comedy show with
I was
like
gonna say freak show, but it's not.
but those kind of ideas, yeah. And he has this humongous mustache, like very big. He doesn't like trim it or anything. And so Tim shaved his beard, and then he thought, well, I could do that because I've already got, the top part is already kind of ready. So I think that's really how it started.
Yeah.
I think, but
That's awesome. That's your calling card now.
And I always thought if I was gonna...
That's a brand now. Go with that.
Yeah, and I always thought if I was going to shave it, I would try to do something like a charity auction. Like, if you guys do some sort of a charity... No, I'm not going to sell the mustache. Like, if I put it out there like, hey, if you guys donate, I'll keep it. And then I guess not. I don't know.
Hey, it's an idea. If you come up with ideas, send them ideas for this. Where did you get married?
This is a fun story. We got married at Universal. So the idea was that we had a friend that got her, past, what was it called?
they become a minister online or whatever it is.
And so she could marry us legally. And we said, we want to get married at Universal because we're there all the time. And originally, we had wanted to get married on the Hulk. While it was running.
But Tim is such a nice guy that he told them what we were going to do because he had the glasses. So it would have been like a POV of our wedding. We had already been married. We were married officially because this is such a weird story. Yeah. We were married
as you're saying it. You realize.
Yeah, this is strange. We were married to make it official, and then we had a friend who actually started out as a subscriber. She wanted to marry us, so we went to Universal. We were married there. Tim wanted to tell them that we wanted to be married on the Hulk, and they were like, no, people pay a lot of money to do this, and you can't just do this for free.
What?
Yeah.
Why did you even tell them? You
because I'm.
it's
no,
me. I know, but why would they pay money? I can get on the ride and.
Well, it was all because I wanted to film it.
Right,
and you're not allowed to film on any of the rides in Universal.
They didn't like that idea. So then they wanted to get involved, and they said, well, here, let's see where we can do this. So this is before they were doing the immigration tours at Men in Black. So they said, let's see if we can do it down in the bottom at Men in Black where the aliens are with the screen.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I thought, okay, that's really neat. I've never been down there. Sure. So we get there, and they say, nope, can't do it. They said no about it. So then they said, well, let's see if we can get you married in Ollivanders.
Okay.
Which I knew
would have been awesome.
But I knew it wasn't going to happen. If we can't get married at Men in Black, do you think that Ollivanders? I don't know. So we get there, and they're like, no, we can't
they
do
said
it
that
here.
People from WB were calling at this point.
Yeah, you can't do this. So then finally he says, here's the deal. There's this bridge. It's public. It's not in Hogsmeade. It's not in Jurassic Park. It's just a gateway to the lands. You can get married here, so we did. We just got married right there.
And there's Hogwarts in the background
and
everything.
Okay,
cool.
Imagine a minion doing it.
That would be but then we actually got married. Our real religious blessing wedding was in Ireland. So
wow!
That's why we were married beforehand to make it like a legit.
How did he propose to you, or did you propose to him? Is that special as well?
It is special.
It is. Well, I ruined it. This is. I don't even know how this is working right now because everything has been just like a real roller coaster.
Yeah.
But so we it was my birthday. He wanted to take me to the Gulf Coast to propose on the beach during sunset because we have this thing we really like sunsets.
Oh, that's cool.
And we didn't get to see any beach or any sunset because it was my birthday. One of my girlfriends had taken me out for like a lunch, like a wine tasting type lunch. And I had a lot of wine, and so we get home, and I'm just like,
You fell asleep?
Well, no, he says, okay, now we're gonna leave and be in the car for 2.5 hours, and I said, I can't be in the car for 2.5 hours right now, and he's like, oh, I didn't know he was planning to propose, so I'm like,
the girlfriend?
She didn't know.
Okay, that you needed to tell her.
Yeah, she didn't know, and
see, that was the spur of the moment thing because I didn't know that she was going out to lunch.
It was just like, hey, it's your birthday, I want to surprise you. Great. So we get back home, and he wants to drive for 2.5 hours, and I said, I really don't want to go. Like, can we just go somewhere local? I really like Fleming's. Can we just go to Fleming's? Like, is that okay? And so he scrambled and, like, got everything together. They had, like, a bottle of champagne. They had, a birthday card on the table. I mean, I don't even know how he did it. And then as we're leaving, after dinner, he says, okay, well, will you marry me?
Were you still drunk a little bit?
No, I was in shock. I was just like, oh my God.
Did you think of delaying it, like doing it another day, or no? It had to be this day.
It was that day.
He made me wait 7 years to propose, so I'm very happy that he didn't make me wait one more day.
7 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So give me all the ways that I could find you or both of you. I think it's on. Is it just YouTube.com, the Tim Tracker, and Theme Park POV?
My Theme Park POV.
My Theme Park POV. You guys are a lot of fun. And I can't thank you enough for coming over here.
Oh,
thank you for having us. Yeah.
And there you have it, show number 21. So many great guests are on the roster for the future. Such cool things happening in and around Disney. Please tune in next month. If you need anything at the end of this video, you have my email. Send me an email. I love saying hello to all you people in the park. Thank you when you run up to me and be like, Panda! And I'm like, who are you? It's awesome though. I enjoy it and I love it and I hope it never ends. And my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. In May, they will be sending me to the studio at the Polynesian Village Resort and the Overwater Bungalow to get video that will be on his YouTube channel, David's Vacation Club Rentals YouTube channel. That's the youtube.com/DVC request. Make sure you're subscribed there so you don't miss any of that. Go forth, create pandemonium, and above all, please keep giving each other those panda hugs. They do go a long way. Until next time, Panda out.